The tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the New York Giants. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 29 is the mic. Mike 29. I'm coming. I'm coming. 29 is the mic. Boxing. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Check 99. Check 99. 88. Sponge. No. 6 guy. Check 6 guy.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the curl. Mike. Bandit.
To throw now, here's Love. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. A gain of 6 there on 1st. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the 1st quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. 2nd and 9.
Watch the back. Shift.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Love's throw taken in by Slayton. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Play action this time with Love. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They run with Barkley on first down, and he gets about 5 out of it.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jones. And the Packersons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
29 is the Mike 29.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
He's checking crab. Shift. Zoom. Shift. 26.
Here's Rodgers. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He'll get this to Eckler. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
29 is the Mike 29. Get 300. 29 is the Mike 29. All right, T, let's all right, T. Check 3. Gun. Motion. Check 30. Wide. Get wide. Switch. Check it hot read. Shift.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced The incompletion downfield didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down.
Mike 29. Back north. Silver. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Hey, watch the lane. 29 is the
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Touchdown, Packers. Kadarius Toney with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by McCann, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. McCann's got it teed up. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Play fake. Here's Love. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Love, they go play action now. Rolling to his right. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Love looking to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. John Ross with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Gano the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Mike 29. I don't think you got it, son.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And Mark mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Double up, double up, double up. Check down. Rush in.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They run again with Dillon. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. John Franklin Myers has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
29 is a Mike. Mike 29. So we got man. 29.
Rodgers going to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Dexter Lawrence. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. That catch good for only a couple. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Going back to Love. Over the middle, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here, escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Catch made by Slayton. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
tight. Mike 40, Mike 40. Watch the screen.
Now Love.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Second down and goal. Love flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2 incompletions haven't moved them any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here.
Here we go.
Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
What you got, Heavy?
On second down, here's Barkley.
And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Love's throw here taken in by Ingram.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
Second and 10.
Switch.
Throwing. Love. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Another try for Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Tight dog. No. Off. Inside.
Now Rodgers. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Check the backer. Hey, switch gears. Check 50.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Safe. Hey, check 26.
From the 27, Rodgers. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Kadarius Toney. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. McCann now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. McCann's got it teed up. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
3 down. Mike, 4.
Here's Love. That ball caught by Slayton. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the
over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
The Love's throw there into the hands of Ross. And he's brought down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the penalty makes this a much more manageable third down, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 38.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. You don't want none of that. Give me it. Pick up the ball.
Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers. This is swung out to Eckler. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Eluding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Here we go.
On play action, now Rodgers. He completes it to Tate. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Slam, slam, slam. Get 300. Get 300. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Watch the pass.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Caught right side, Tate. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Love. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Defense, our time. It's our time.
Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it.
I'm the best in the game. I'm the best in the game.
Bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown.